What happens when a motorcycle safety and control trainer ignores his gut and takes his eye off the road for a few seconds? Stay tuned.
The way is hard. The road is dark. The danger unimaginable. Only a chosen few.
All right. On the evening of the 21st of August 2025, I left my home around 7:30 p.m. for a discovery ride with my motorcycle group, the Gentleman Rider. It's a weekly ride every Thursday where we discover new routes and venues around Dubai and UAE, and also get to practice riding in formation on the highways and across the city. On the way to the meeting point, I noticed that I was riding aggressively. I was sitting at the edge of the speed limit. I was swerving hard to avoid waiting behind slower vehicles. And I had a death grip on the bar instead of having relaxed hands and arms. My gut told me twice to relax and slow down. At 8 p.m. sharp, I arrived at the meeting point, which is a fuel station on the highway. I took off my gloves, helmet, and jacket, got myself a hot cup of karak tea, and I played some music while I waited. 3 songs later, no one showed up. Something was wrong. I opened the route on the navigation app. To my surprise, the route planner, had gone to the wrong station. I was only 5 minutes away, so there was no need to panic. But it shows where my head was at. Anyway, I get to the correct meeting point. I find my friends. We go through the meet and greet, wait for a couple of late joiners. We finish our safety and route briefing and roll out around 9 p.m., which is about 30 minutes past the moving time. The ride to our destination was joyful and largely uneventful. An hour and 15 minutes later, we reach our destination at 10:15 p.m. We order food, drinks. We enjoy each other's lovely company. We talk and laugh and so on. And then, as usual, riders, one by one, started peeling off until only 4 of us remained. At 12:39 a.m., we decided to head back, agreeing to ride together for the first half and then split at our exits. It was late and we were on the outskirts of the city, so the roads were dead empty. I set up my navigation and I head out first. The other 3 riders followed. And even though we were not riding in formation, I kept on issuing hand signals for like speed breakers and surface hazards and so on. But I noticed that I slipped back into aggressive riding. I'm just trying to get home and I'm thinking about work. The road was well lit, except for 1 or 2 light poles every few kilometers. So you would see a short patch of darkness and then light again. 9 minutes later, I'm doing around 100 kilometers an hour. I see a roundabout on the nav screen, so I give the hand signal to slow down, drop to 80 kilometers an hour, and look for the roundabout. It got closer on the nav screen, but nothing appeared ahead. Just another dark patch and a straight line. So I start accelerating again. But I'm thinking, where's the roundabout? Did they move it? Did I scroll the screen by mistake? I shoulder check, and then I glance down to, fix it. And then I look up ahead at another dark patch on the road. Oh wait, that dark patch is the roundabout, and it's closing up fast. From this point onward, I was on autopilot. I was not actively thinking, I was just reacting. I decided I'm not going to make the turn. I'll keep going in a straight line, and I'll try to stop the bike or at least slow it down. I engaged both brakes, and my bike is old school. There's no ABS. So the rear wheel would lock, I would release it, reapply it again and again and again. So I'm basically ADSing it manually. I dropped to what I believe was about 30 or 40 kilometers an hour. And then I lifted my butt a little bit off the bike, anticipating hitting the curb. At 12:50 a.m., 10 minutes and 13 kilometers after we left, my front wheel hits the curb. The momentum kicks the rear wheel upwards, rotating the bike 180 degrees and throwing me flying ahead of it where I landed on my back. Yeah. Thought number 1. Ouch. Thought number 2. These 3 riders behind me just witnessed absolute horror. So stand up. And thought number 3, give them thumbs up. Lucky me, I suffered no serious injuries. I only sprained my right ankle because I was fully geared. As for the bike, the front tubeless rim cracked upon impact, so there's no riding that. And there were scratches here and there. That's it. We picked the bike up, moved it to the side, called for recovery, and then we just sat down, chatted, laughed, played a little bit of music until I got picked up. So how did this happen? Let's start with the secondary contributing factors to the accident. Number one, I ignored my gut. I noticed more than once that I was not riding optimally, yet I chose to proceed. Number two, the roundabout was not lit. Number three, the repeating dark patches on the road biased me into reading every dark patch as just another straight line. Number four, the navigation map was inaccurate and I did not account for that. Number five, the rumble strips, those are the small yellow speed bumps you go over, were placed before the removed roundabout, so they did not register. These were the secondary contributing factors. But the primary cause for the accident is I took my eyes off the roads. That's it. When the inaccurate map broke my situational model, I focused on the wrong thing for just 1 second. So, here are the key decision points. When I encountered the map mismatch, I surrendered to task fixation on the wrong thing. When I should have treated it as a hazard, dropped my speed to around 60 or 70 kilometers an hour and waited for visual confirmation. When I saw the roundabout, I could have attempted a late turn around unknown geometry. That would have been way riskier. I chose to go in a straight line and maximize braking potential. And this was the right thing to do in this situation. I surrendered my mind to expectation bias from the repeated dark gaps, when I should have treated each one of them individually. When my gut told me that I'm not doing well, I ignored it, when I should have simply skipped the ride. And when I encountered every dark patch, I should have maintained a speed that would have allowed me to stop within the available lights. As boring as it sounds, that's what I should have done. I hope my story reminds us that riding a motorcycle demands 100% attention. That we always wear our gear. It works. And to practice, practice, and practice, especially emergency braking, to save your life. And finally, to listen to our gut. If I'm not functioning optimally, even if I don't know why, I don't have to ride. There is always tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Swerving hard instead of read it. Swerving hard between vehicles. Why is this happening? My front wheel hits the curb, momentum kicks the rear. I only sprayed my right. I sprayed.